evening and thank you for joining us. 3 people are behind bars after a shooting in Ocala on Saturday that left 1 man injured. TV 20's Taylor Simpson tells us what one man says about why the shooting even happened.
The person I talked to called the shooting a tragic situation and is wanting the gun violence to stop. The Ocala Police Department was called out to Southwest 1st Street for a domestic shooting. They say just before shots were fired, a 29-year-old victim was standing outside of a home when a black Ford Fusion drove by.
The saying goes, people kill people, guns don't kill people, but it's a whole lot easier to do so when you have a gun in hand. Now, truth be told, it was a tragedy. Fortunately, nobody got killed.
According to police, 17-year-old Canario Pinellas and 20 years old Camarion Foster and Deonster Brown were in the car. They say 2 passengers, Pinellas and Foster, got out of the car and started shooting at the victim, hitting him once. The shooters got back into the vehicle and left the scene. One person I spoke with shared his thoughts on why the shooting happened. He says the shooters were protecting someone.
I understand. The streets know what happened. You feel me? At the end of the day, the domestic dispute had to do with something that was going on inside the home. And the guys did what they did out of trying to protect one of their own.
The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police were able to locate the vehicle and found all 3 suspects. People say having more opportunities for kids could help keep them off the streets.
Being disenfranchised, not having their own businesses, you know, the children don't have much to do as far as the youth go, so they get, you know, their hands on guns. And a lot of it has to do with the upbringing of not having both parents in the home.
Pinellas was arrested for attempted murder, Foster for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and Brown for accessory after the fact. In Ocala, Taylor Simpson, TV 20 News.